This could be the roughest vlog, whatever you want to call it, that I've done so far. Yes, I'm on the iPhone, but I have at least got a mic on, so the audio should be okay, even though it's blowing a bit of a hoolie here. So it's about 5 o'clock-ish. I will try and get this up when I get in tonight. Today has continued to be another day of my testing period of life that I'm going through. So today was my shooting day up in London. I actually decided to do a sensible thing and leave home early. I left home at 9:30, and the 17E, by the way, has been as good as gold. I have been hammering it all day long since 9:30, and it's still got 22% left. I haven't used this is the first time I've used the Pro Max at all. That 17E has been hammered on sat nav, and I mean hammered all day long from, well, I got to London about 10:30, and since then I've been using it solid, and it's still got 22% left. So from what I've seen, it's decent. I did take a few rough videos with it and a few rough pictures with it, because I set off early and I thought, right, here's the plan. I'm going to get out of London by about 4 o'clock and get out before the rush hour on the way home, which clearly isn't going to be the case now. I'm on Millennium Bridge.
As you can see, I did try. I've got back tonight. It's about 9 something now, 10 to 9. I've just had some dinner and I can't remember how far I got, but it seems it stopped recording after a minute. So this is just going to be very brief to fill you with what actually happened today. I got up to London early. I'd come out of Waterloo, found a set of stairs I wanted to shoot on the South Bank. Great. Went from there over to the Embankment, shot a tube shot there. Headed over to try and find another tunnel, which I couldn't find alongside the north side of the Thames. And then I went off to the Tate Modern to take a picture of some a staircase that I've just put on Instagram, actually. And then I sat down to lunch. Well, I say lunch. It was a chicken burger and chips. Anyway, I thought I'm going to do the smart thing just to check the shots were sharp and I got what I wanted. I thought I'd put on the iPad and just check everything's worked out well. Yeah. Okay. So I created a folder, put all, whatever, 40 shots, 50 shots into a folder. The folder was on the SD card, which I didn't want. So I thought I'd put the folder into the downloads folder. Turns out I hadn't. I deleted it off the SD card and it's gone. Absolutely gone. You can imagine my language. There was a documentary crew filming, having lunch next to me, and they said, "You don't look well." And I said, "No, you know that feeling when you just lost all your morning's work." So then I basically had to, I was still by the Tate. I went and reshot that. I then hoofed it over to a restaurant called Hyde, where it's got a beautiful staircase. That was 5 miles. I did 5 miles in about 30 minutes on foot. I got very near to it. It was out of energy. I hailed a cab. He took me the last bit under a mile and said, "Mate, you had a bad day. Have it on me." So I shot there. All these will be on Instagram over the next week. I finished shooting there, and then I backtracked. So then I went back. So I've done the Tate, I've done Hyde, I went back to the Embankment, and I got the yellow staircase shot from this morning, which was even better because it's a yellow staircase. And I was really lucky. A black guy went through it with a Rasta hat on with the black, green and gold, and it looked really good. And at one point, he even turned and looked at me. And I've checked. They're on the SD card. I've got them backed up. They're safe. I have got them. And it ended up, I got the shots I needed. Although I've done 17 miles and 35,000 steps today. So I am hooked. Anyway, I've just looked, and the final kick in the cojones was that I recorded this for you on the South Bank, and then I realised for some reason I only recorded for a minute. So I thought I'd just clip this onto the end of it. At least then you've got a video. I have tried. It is as rough and ready as it comes. I'm ready for today to be over. Anyway, that's the full story of what went on today. I tried.